In this video, I discuss 7 changes you probably don't know about when it comes to Social Security. Coming up next on Holy Schmidt.
Holy Schmidt!
Social Security can be confusing enough without hidden information that people don't know to look for. The fact is, people are afraid, very afraid about what they don't know about Social Security. Some of what they've heard is urban legend, but some of it is in fact based on the truth, and knowing which is really, really important. Ahead, we discuss 7 Social Security surprises that you should know about, but probably don't. At the end, we'll discuss the real likelihood of a Social Security bankruptcy sometime in the future. Now let's jump into it, but before we do, please make sure you click subscribe and notifications so that you get alerted the next time I post a video. I post about twice a week. All right, let's go. Point number 1, last year's cost of living adjustment didn't keep up with inflation. One of the big drawbacks of running a big machine like the SSA is that you need time. This is because of the numerous process confirmations that need signatures both inside and outside of the Social Security Administration. Every October, the SSA announces next year's cost of living adjustment. In October of 2020, that number was 1.3% for 2021. But with almost 3 months to go, there was a lot of year left for the CPI-W. That's the element that is used to determine your cost of living adjustment. There was almost 3 months of CPI-W left in the year. At the end of 2020, the actual CPI-W number for the total of 2020 was 1.4%. So, in other words, your 1.3% was shortchanged by 0.1%. Don't be too upset. In October of 2021, Social Security recipients received 5.9% on their adjustment, and that was based on the trailing 12 months, so that 0.1% miss was picked up in the following year. Point 2 is that if you decide to wait to take Social Security until a later age, as long as you're 62, your undrawn benefits get the same cost of living adjustment as the scheduled increases that you're due to receive every year that you wait. One of the big questions that's asked on this channel by commenters is that if I wait to take Social Security until a later age, what happens if inflation kicks in the middle before I take Social Security? That's a fair question, because if you're 62 years old and you're waiting to take Social Security until you're 63 or 64 or 65 and you're due to receive 5% per year increases, but inflation is running 5.9%, you lose 0.9%. Fortunately, as I said at the beginning, if you're due to receive Social Security starting this year and you decide to wait and take it next year, you'll get both the cost of living adjustment and the increase that is promised to you. So don't let the promise of a big increase on the cost of living adjustment change your plans simply because it looks like a big number. This way, you truly do get the increase that you're expecting. Before we continue, please make sure you click the like button below. YouTube uses the number of likes in its algorithm to raise a video in the search results, and I want to help as many people as possible. Point 3. The life of the trust reserve shortened over the last decade. There's a lot of debate about the Social Security Trust here on YouTube. Some people think that it's the source of a congressional money grab. Others think that it's smoke and mirrors and just doesn't exist. Well, I have some news for you, and it's shocking. The real culprit is family size. Most of the people watching this video were born 5 to 7 years, one side or the other, of the year 1960. In 1960, the average number of children per family was 3.62 children. Today it's 1.73, and it's been going down steadily since 1990, and in fact, in 1990, it was just over 2. Someone born in 1990 started working around 2010, more or less, and those people fund the current Social Security payments for those that are actually in retirement and receiving Social Security. Less people paying in means a faster drawdown of the trust. Point number 4. The full retirement age goes up every year. Many people, particularly those who aren't close to retirement, think the full retirement age is age 65. The fact is, the FRA has not been 65 since 2002. It's gone up 2 months every year, more or less, since then. This is important to note because the full retirement age has a number of benefits besides just a higher payout. Once you reach full retirement age, for example, you can earn as much as you want and you don't have to give any of it back to the Social Security Administration. At full retirement age, you get 100% of your benefits. Starting at age 63, your amount that you receive goes up because you've waited a year from the minimum, age 62. It goes up every year that you wait to, well, frankly, more than 100% because 100% is for age 67. You can actually wait until age 70 and draw down quite a bit more. Point number 5, the wage cap rose last year. Every year the IRS increases the tax on high income earners. It's not done by increasing the amount of tax taken from your paycheck. It's done by increasing the threshold at which you stop paying tax on your earnings. In 2021, that threshold was $142,800. In 2022, the threshold is $147,000. That's a pretty significant jump, but it's not as high as the jump from 2020 to 2021. In 2020, the threshold was $137,700, and as I said before, in 2021, the threshold was $142,800. So it went up $5,100. Point 6, last year, and pretty much every year, the earnings test, the amount you can earn and still collect Social Security, full Social Security, got higher. Today, retirement doesn't always mean retirement. People are living longer today than they did in the past due to medical technology and increased awareness of health and health-related activities, etc. And those that go into retirement often continue to earn an income, even if it's just part-time. Some of you are saying, not me, I'm out, my health is not great, and I am going to take retirement as soon as possible. I'm not saying that this isn't an issue. Taking care of your health at any age is the most important thing. What I am saying is that for 99% of you, your prognosis today is better than it would have been for your grandmother or your grandfather at the same age back in the day. So what does earning an income in retirement mean? Well, it could mean entrepreneurship. It could mean taking a few years off and then getting back in the game after you've had the opportunity to recharge. Or it could mean continuing to do what you do now if you like what you do now. No matter what your station is in life, you can earn a little bit more next year than you do this year without a haircut on your Social Security benefits. How much? Well, this year it's $19,560 if this is not your full retirement year, the year upon which you reach full retirement. If it is that year, then the number is $51,960. In the first instance, you have to give back $1 for every $2 that you earn over that number. And if this is your full retirement year, you have to give $1 for every $3 you earn over that number. After you reach full retirement age, you can earn whatever you want. You can earn $1 billion and keep all of your Social Security without giving any of it back. And the last point, point number 7, whether the Social Security trust problem gets fixed or not, it is highly, highly, highly unlikely that Social Security will go bankrupt. As we all know, the trust is depleting fast. In fact, this year with a 5.9% increase in the cost of living adjustment, the fact that the assets are invested in low-yielding Treasury securities, it's depleting faster than ever. In fact, you can assume that the trust will be out of funds in 12 years. But there are some possible intervention methods. Raising the Social Security tax by 1%, both at the employee level and having a 1% match at the employer level, is enough to extend the life of the trust out for decades. But even if that didn't happen, there's always the nuclear option and the reason that Social Security won't go bankrupt. When the trust is fully depleted, that's currently projected to be 2032, the government can always use current funds to pay current liabilities. Current funds cover about 3/4 of the liability, the amount paid to Social Security recipients. Far from perfect, for sure. But what it means is that the longevity of the Social Security program should extend for decades to come. And again, just pointing out that that is the least likely outcome. What's likely to happen is that Social Security recipients will benefit from a rise in Social Security tax paid for by those in the workforce today. If you like this video and you'd like to see more of me, please make sure you click subscribe and turn on notifications so that you get alerted the next time I post a video. There is a lot going on right now with Social Security, so make sure you click subscribe below. I work very hard to get the information that's out there in here for you. Also, check out this video on what to do if you're 60 years old and you have absolutely no retirement savings. This is Jeff Schmidt. Thanks for watching.